Morning, everybody. Here we go, another ANTSIR F22 review. Something a little different, a plane. So I had a plane in the past, and when I tried flying it, I don't know, it was just a little too much, I guess, maybe for somebody who had never flown before. So I crashed, and it kind of imploded on itself. So it's been a while, and now that I've decided to give planes a try again, there was a guy on YouTube. Look up the channel, Prop Gear. I will link his channel in the description below, but he's got some good videos on some really nice, cheap beginner planes for somebody, you know, like me, who hasn't really had any experience flying and, you know, just wants to get something to try out to see if he likes it. So, you know, I started looking. He had a video on this one plane that he got on, I think he said Banggood. I think he got it for like 25 pounds. I don't know the conversion off the top of my head for US dollar, but do with that information what you will. So I ended up looking for one. I found one on Amazon. It's like $40. But then as I was scrolling through Facebook on my, feed and marketplace, and lo and behold, one popped up. Traded a guy some parts that I had, and now I have it. So let's look at it. This is the plane itself. The guy said it was too small for him, so, but, you know, for what I'm doing with it, you know, just testing it out, trying to see if I like planes or not, you know, this is it. Got it brand new in the box. This is the remote. It's fairly simple. Throttle, steering, lights, because this has, you know, these LED strips on the bottom, and supposedly a high and low speed mode. I still can't figure out which was which, but, you know, it is what it is. And then, of course, your trim buttons. Now, it came with 3 of these tiny little batteries and 2 chargers. This charger that you can do up to 4 batteries at once, a single charger, and, you know, a lot of couple of spare props, spare running gear. So I mean, overall, I've already had this thing flying, and you know, it flies pretty good. It's pretty quick. I mean, I don't know much about plane standards for speed-wise, but it's pretty quick. It's a little bit quicker for my yard than what my yard really can handle. But I have it flying around at the shop out in the field next to the shop, and it flies pretty good. You know, there's the battery, hides underneath there, plugs in. There's no on-off switch on the plane itself, so, you know, turn the controller on, then plug the battery in, and it just pops in like that. And I mean, you know, I think it might just be user error, because this thing flies pretty good at slow speed too. I mean, I've had it going at about, you know, a third throttle, and it was holding just fine. But of course, the faster you go, the higher it wants to go, so. But I mean, yeah, it seems to fly pretty good. I mean, I've crashed into trees several times now, and you know, it's foam, so there's a small ding there, but, you know, and some small little bruises, some dirt from the last time I crash landed. But I mean, for something that's $40 on Amazon, you know, the construction is pretty durable so far. I mean, I haven't, like I said, I've crashed it a few times, and it doesn't really have any major flaws. So, you know, as a guy who's never flown RC planes or never done much RC flying, I mean, this thing, it's kind of fun, you know. It doesn't have the flaps, doesn't have, you know, the retractable landing gear. It's nothing fancy. It's just a 2-channel. But I mean, it's kind of fun to just toss up, and it even fly. You know, if you got a long enough space. I mean, I have had this thing take off from the ground. You know, the landing gear works pretty well, and it takes off just fine from, you know, on the runway. So this thing is pretty cool for, you know, for if you're looking to get into planes, or you think you might want to try it out. I suggest getting something like this, because this thing is a hell of a lot of fun. And I've had it up in the air for a few tries now, and it goes pretty damn good. It's just, you know, I gotta get a feeling for it, obviously, because I'm used to, you know, these. I'm used to being on the ground, used to speed and cars and doing all sorts of fun stuff on the ground. The plane is a bit new to me, but it is very fun. And for the price, I mean, you really can't go wrong. You get 3 batteries and charger for the batteries, and I mean, it seems like a good deal to me. Now, can I really give this a rating scale on the scale of 1 to 10? I don't know. I just don't have enough experience with planes to really be able to give it a proper rating. But I mean, as somebody who's just getting into planes, or testing out, you know, testing the waters, this thing is pretty cool, and it's pretty fun to watch it buzz around. So just for the fun factor alone, it's definitely worth the $40 if you're gonna buy it new. So there really isn't much more that I can say with that. Maybe one of these days I'll try and hook up one of my cameras to my tripod and see if I can get some footage of this thing flying around, or maybe I'll get somebody to be a cameraman for me while I'm flying. It's hard enough trying to, you know, take video while driving, let alone worrying about something falling out of the sky. So thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. There it is on my rack. So, you know, I will have a link to that specific one on Amazon in the description of the video. So, you know, if you want to take a look at it, if you're thinking about trying planes, I would suggest definitely go watching some videos. Head over to Prop Gear's channel and definitely go see, you know, some of the videos he's got of the other one of these things flying, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's definitely something you should see before, so you kind of know what you're getting yourself into, because yeah, it's pretty quick. So thanks for sticking tuned to the end. If you like this kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe, hit that little notification bell to be notified about all my newest videos. Any questions, leave them in the comments, or you can ask me directly. You know, hit up one of the social medias that will be linked in the description below. Thank you. Have a nice day.